Okay. I don't know which volume this is. I don't remember which one it is, but I know that this is the first MF'N advice video I have done in a while. And since everybody wanted it, I decided that I would start back doing them. It's going to be like each video is going to be, what is it, four letters. I actually have a backlog of over 20 emails. So I'm going to try to put a dent in them. I'm sorry if I have gotten to people too late for a response, but you still emailed me and I wouldn't know, so I'm just gonna do them anyway. Also, I want to just tell everybody straight off the bat, please be respectful of the people who write me letters. I don't appreciate when people are, extra nasty to people, because in all honesty, they're asking for my opinion and not other people, so I feel like please just be respectful of everybody's lives and choices, and be respectful, be respectful. That's it. But I just want to thank everybody for being here with me. Thank everybody for watching and sending me letters, and I hope to receive more in the future and not to get so overwhelmed, because these videos do take a lot out of me energy-wise. I'm just saying. But anyway, let's get into the first letter. 18-year-old girl. She's a freshman in college. She's had the same best friend for a very long time. She and her best friend have been friends for years. The young lady already has trust issues. One of her biggest fears is allowing someone to come into her life and hurt her. Of course, just like all people, you have fear of people hurting you or backstabbing you or making you regret having them in your life. 6 months prior to her writing me, she lost her virginity to someone. She is not in good terms with this guy at all, because she was not prepared to lose her virginity. She accepts the fact that she put herself in that situation, but she felt as though she was being rushed into having sex. And I know a lot of y'all know what that's like. A lot of y'all know what it's like to have some dude gaming you, some dude telling you that, oh, if you love me, you'll just do it. If you love me, you'll do it. Let me put the head in. Let me put the head in. Ooh, but you just so fine, and I love you, and I wanna consummate our love and all of this. Let me tell you something. I am not going to tell everybody, anybody to wait until marriage, because I didn't. But what I'm going to say is, don't ever allow somebody to rush you into having sex. Sex is something that needs to be thought out. It needs to be something that is prepared for. It needs to be something that is anticipated. Not something that some guy, some douchebag has basically guilted you into doing, because to him, sex equals love. Let me tell you something. Sex ain't got nothing to do with love. It helps, but it really doesn't have anything to do with love. There are people who have been married for years, and after a while, sex does not become a factor, but it isn't that big of a factor in their relationship. You always want it to be, but love is love, and you're going to love somebody regardless of whether you're having sex with them if you really love them. And if he really loves you, he'll wait until marriage or until you're ready to have sex. So don't ever let any man or any little boy rush you into giving up your cuckoo cock, okay? Don't do that. Cuckoo clock. Cuckoo, cuckoo. Because that's what they be doing when they get into that virgin stuff. Cuckoo. Anyway, she regretted it very much, because like I said, she was forced into the situation, but she doesn't see it as rape. One of her other friends told her that she seen that dude that she had gave her V-card to coming out of her best friend's house. Now, she says that she has no feelings towards the guy, but she feels that her friend, being her best friend, should not be, messing or talking to this dude, right? This is how she feels. This is what she had to say. Well, she went to her friend and asked her, and her friend said that nothing was going on. He wasn't coming out of her house. He was just dropping off a test or something that she needed, for school. Well, okay, so she let it go. Well, here come Halloween, okay? This is Halloween when this had happened. Halloween, her friend texts her and tells her that, oh, her and the guy are going trick-or-treating. And her and her friend live on the same block. So why at the end of the night she show up at the girl house with the dude? And I'm like, seriously? So I don't like him. I don't want you seeing him. She even voiced her opinion to the girl and told her how she felt And you know how she felt as if, as my best friend, why are you trying to mess with somebody you know I have kind of ill feelings towards, especially in that capacity? Well, the girl act like she didn't give a damn about her feelings. She didn't care that it hurt her feelings for you to be trying to get D from the dude that basically pushed her into losing her virginity all early and stuff. I don't know about y'all, but when it comes to certain things, if I'm friends with somebody and something like that has happened, even though I feel like you are partly responsible for allowing someone to coax you into making a decision that you will regret, but at the same time, I'm not gonna like him no better because I feel like you know exactly what you was doing. As a punk ass dude, you know exactly what the fuck you was doing by sitting up there trying to play like you know, had feelings for the girl. Whatever it is you did to doctor her into having sex with you, I'm not gonna like you after that. I'm sorry, that's just me. So I feel like your friend is shiesty as hell for bringing a dude to your door. And she basically asks, how should she handle it? Should she just ignore the girl from now on, or should she let her know how she feel? How should she handle it? If it's not too late, I would tell you to drop that trick like a bad habit, because everything she did was disrespectful. Her actually talking to him and him drop, like, what is he showing up at your house for? Why do you know him? Like, now all of a sudden you know him, like, for real, for him to be dropping off a test to your house and all of this. Girl, if y'all go to school together, you better get that test at school. Like, what you trying to say? What you trying to do? Okay? Well, she is basically reevaluating her friendship with this young woman. And another guy friend of hers told her that the only reason the girl probably, you know, became your friend in the first place is because of your giving, you know, your giving disposition. If somebody is a giving person and there are people out there who are takers, they're going to find givers and befriend givers so they can always have somebody giving so they can always be taken. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here for that. I can see you fucking ass a mile away. If you think you're going to be using me every 5, I'm the sweetest person in the world. You need something, just holler at me. But you're not about to misuse me. You're not about to do it on your terms and all of that shit. I help people because I want to help people. And if I'm going to do it, what I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it when I'm going to do it. And you can't tell me what to do when I'm trying to help you. You understand me? That's all I got to say. Next letter. Okay. That's my advice to you. Move on. Let me tell you something. 18 years old, friends are very dispensable. Very dispensable, like fucking tissue. If you, and I don't mean in the way you are loyal to them, but I mean if they fucking over you, let them hoes fly in the breeze. 17-year-old girl. She's a sophomore in high school. She has a know-it-all best friend who is always making her feel bad or stupid. Example. They were discussing their grade point averages. They were discussing their grades. They just got report cards. She said she raised her GPA to a 2.5. Her best friend replies to her, "You look like a person with a 2.5 GPA. So what you trying to say? I look stupid? Fuck you. I'm sorry, but that's how I feel. You can never try to play me like that. I'm sitting up here trying to share my good news with you. It may not be a 4.0, it may not be a 3.0, but I'm up in it. I'm doing the best I can. It's on a rise. It's on a come up, you know? Like, that's enough to be on somebody's B honor roll. Isn't that what's the 2.5? A C? A C or a B? I can't remember. Either way it go. I don't like that. Anyway, she always, okay, so this is another thing that her friend did. When they first started school, her friend had a car. She would ask her all the time, "You need a ride? You need a ride? You need a ride?" Well, after a couple of times, she finally said yeah. So the girl is taking her home, and she gonna say, "Oh yeah, every 2 weeks, I'm gonna need some gas money for giving you a ride." Now, if that's your friend, how you gonna ask them to pay you every 2 weeks for driving them home? She was cool with it at first, okay? Then all of a sudden, at the end of the first week, she gonna say, "Oh no, I need you to pay me every week." So at the end of that day, you know, that last little drive, she gave her $5. Now, to me, $5 is not a lot of money, but when you know, in high school or whatever, $5 can go a long way. I can get a pack of noodles, a pickle, and a Coke with that, okay? I am not here for friends charging friends for rides. Now, if you a real friend to me, you gonna give me some gas money when you see I'm on low and I gotta drive your ass all the way home and all of this type of stuff, and we don't even stay in the same neighborhood, and I gotta go out my way to bring you home. You gonna give me a couple of ducats to get my ass back across this bridge. But I'm just saying, That's out of love. It's out of love both ways. Out of love, you giving me a ride. Out of love, I'm gonna throw you a couple of dollars when I can, and I'm not gonna take advantage of you, okay? Especially if you offering to give the girl a ride, don't be expecting handouts. I don't like people that do shit because they expect somebody to give them something. That's not why you do something. That's not why you do something at all. I don't like that. So anyway, as y'all can see, this chick is kind of janky. So she started telling her friend that she was just going to catch a ride from her aunt because she didn't want to hurt her feelings and tell her that I don't want to ride with you no more. Her friend is very sensitive. And to me, it always be the ones that want shade people all the time that can't, you know, they could dish it, but they can't take it. I was a person like that when I was younger, like middle school, but then I fucking learned how to reel back and it was on like popcorn. I just tell people, don't hit me low because I'll hit you low and laugh about it after. You can get mad if you want to, but don't go with me because I will make your fucking ass cry and not feel nothing about it. It ain't nothing personal, but if you want to take it there, I can take it there too. And it'll be over. It'll be over after that. No hard feelings. We ain't got to hug and all that, bitch. I still fuck with you. I still mess with you. I still rock with you. It's gravy, baby. Yeah, I went there. Whatever. But anyway, I feel like she's a user. And just like I say, when you're young, you're in high school, friends are dispensable. You should not allow anybody that's not doing anything for you to stress your life out. I can't do that at all. I don't like that because I feel like as you get older, life becomes more and more stressful. You become more and more worried about things, and your life becomes holding on to your happy moments, trying to get to your happy moments. When you're young, those happy moments just come. You know what I mean? So I feel like you shouldn't be letting anybody take away your happy at such a young age because trust me, you're going to have the rest of your fucking life to be having people aggravating your nerves and making you upset, and they are going to have to be paying you money. So those are the people that you be okay with pissing you off because they're giving you a paycheck. Understand me? All right. I say fuck her. You could tell her exactly how you feel because it's not like she, you know, tell her exactly how you feel. Don't just ignore the situation. Explain your feelings to her because it's the best way to get it off your chest. You ain't got to go at her like you're going to punch her in the face, but express your feelings to her and then let that hoe blow in the breeze. A 7th grader, she's a girl. She just started middle school. She goes to a school where there's only 2 or 3 black kids in her class. She's mixed. She has curly hair. Of course, she's light-skinned, but she still looks African-American. She identifies more with her black side, even though I'm guessing she has a white mother because she said that normally when she's with her mom, she gets very tired of people asking her if she's adopted. She's not adopted. Black daddy, white mama. It's like a Mariah Carey thing, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, so, you know, she's always had issues with this. She thought it would stop when she got to middle school. She's normally a class clown, so she had a lot of friends, even, you know, dealing with these racial issues, which I'm very privy to. Growing up in New Orleans, we constantly get reminders of what our past is. The French Quarter is like, you know, it's like a fucking plantation, okay? It is a reminder of what has happened to us. It's a reminder of what has happened in time, and I guess that's why I'm so in touch with my history because New Orleans is a constant reminder of that. And I refuse to, you know, go into the future without respecting, understanding, and using what happened in the past in order to shape my future. Everybody that wants to try to get rid of shit and act like shit never happened, you're stupid. You're not moving forward. Just because you try to forget what happened in the past doesn't mean you're going to be any better off in the future. The reason why we're taught our history is so we can learn from it and not make the same mistakes, just like in life. So it annoys me when people feel like history is over and fuck it. No, you need to absorb your history and you need to remember it so that you will not repeat the same mistakes. That doesn't mean make yourself be in that same frame of mind because I love everybody. I don't hate anybody, but I'm not stupid either. You feel me? But anyway, I just wanted to get that out there because there's been a couple of conversations going on and it's kind of brought that up to me. Well, now that she's gone to this new school, the white girls don't want to hang with her because she acts too black. The black girls don't want to hang with her because she fine and she got thighs and butt at a young age, curly hair. All of the dudes like her. And of course, for them, she tries too hard to be black. That's the thing that aggravates me. This is what I'm going to just give you my advice on the ignorance, okay? First of all, I just want to say the girl wants to be the first person that goes to college in her family. She also writes poetry. And, you know, to me, she sounds like she has a lot going for herself. She's smart. What I want to tell you is be yourself. Be who you are. do what you feel, you know, of course, with respect to other people, but you do you and you be you. If you want to be the class clown, regardless of whether people giving you bad looks, you give them hoes bad looks back, whatever. Like, what you looking at? What you mad? Everything is a jealousy factor. Whenever there's a light-skinned, curly-haired, thick-ass girl in the school, all the bitches that are lacking in one of those areas or that feel insecure about themselves, and I hate that. I hate that dark-skinned girls in school want to feel inferior, so they hate on, you know, they hate on a young lady like this because they feel inferior in some kind of way, which is a complex and a result of fucking slavery. If you don't know it, read about it, be about it. That's what I'm saying. Everything that happens has a cause and effect, and everything that happened, you know, 150 years ago, and it's only been 150 years, people read your books, and that's not that long ago, okay? I just want to say that. That is not that long ago. That's two grandparents ago, okay? That's not that long ago. I'm just saying that everything has a cause and effect, and I feel like we need to understand our history and explain it to our children so that they won't have these issues with one another in school. If somebody would tell those little chocolate girls that they're just as beautiful and just as bad and have no reason to be hating on anybody, we are all come in different shades. We are all part of this rainbow that is the African American. We are the rainbow coalition out this bitch. We should all love and respect one another for our individualities and stop trying to put what we feel is beauty on other people. Beauty is beauty regardless. God made it. It's fucking beautiful. Get your mind right. So, young lady, I just want to tell you to ignore the ignorance. You don't have, let me tell you something. When I was in middle school, I had that same problem. I actually was closer to the white girls than I was to the black girls because for some reason the black girls didn't really fuck with me. They would be cool with me and be nice with me and want to listen when I talked about my boyfriend and all of that type of shit. But it was a jealousy factor. It was definitely a jealousy factor because I stuck out. And dudes like me, and the white girls was friends with me too. I was an outgoing type person. And I have to say, over the years, I've become more reserved. And I wish I was like I was back then. You know, I guess before, you know, a lot of shit didn't happen and you change over time. But I just feel like you should just be you. Be free to be who you are. You are a African American. You may be mixed. You are mixed. But the world and you identify as, you know, being more black, which I understand. But there's nothing wrong with being mixed either. You're going to be beautiful whether you black or mixed. So you don't let nobody take your shine. You don't let nobody step on your shit. You just look at them hoes like, baby, you just feel sorry for them. Look at them, feel sorry for them, and laugh at their ass. That's all I gotta say. This is a guy. Oh, God, I haven't received a letter from a guy in so long. Thank you. This is Antonio. He is a freshman in college who used to live with his mother and his three sisters for most of his life until his mom decided that she wanted to move to another state in order to get her life together. So he stayed behind because he wanted to finish off high school and he had football recruiters looking at him. So that's okay. That's cool. You know, that's good. His three sisters, two are in high school, one is in the 6th grade, moved with his grandparents. Well, the summer before his freshman year of college, he moved back with his mother to see that nothing has changed. She also is living with, I guess he said, or her boyfriend is a guy named Pimpin' Petey. Pimpin' Petey. And yeah, he is actually a damn pimp. Now, the three sisters have moved back with the mama, and Antonio has left to go to college, and he is having bad feelings and feeling guilty because he's left his sisters with his mom, who has issues and has anger problems and isn't getting any better. And they also have a man who's around who's probably up to no good. And he says he doesn't believe his mom would ever start hooking, but he doesn't understand what the issue is. She went to nursing school. All she has to do is take the test, but she hasn't. She's living on welfare, and it's just unnecessary when she has education and doesn't have to do that. But we all know that some women, it just seemed like, I don't know if she's on drugs or not, but y'all know how that go. You know what I mean? A person can be given all the opportunity in the world, and if they're not ready to take it, if they're not ready to escape the darkness of their fucking mind, then it is what it is. You can't really change nothing about that. What I want to say, and my advice to you, is that I respect you. I respect you very much for being a protector of your sisters and feeling that it is your obligation to be there for them. You need to call them every day. When you feel guilty, you call them, you tell them you love them, you check up on them, you make sure that everything is going good. You tell them if anything happens that they need to tell you. You just instill in them that you are the one that they need to talk to if anything happens. Don't keep it from you. You know what I mean? Like, you just need to keep a watchful eye on them, talk to them, and make them feel loved and protected by you. And if anything, I feel like they should have never left their grandparents' house. I feel like you should have pushed for them to stay with their grandparents instead of staying with the mom. Because a 6th grader in the house with a woman with a bad temper and a pimp does not seem like a good childhood to me. And I'm sorry, but if it can be avoided, it should be avoided. I think that if the grandparents were doing great with the children, and the grandparents should be granted, custody of the children, because I don't feel like your mother is in any shape or form to be taking care of anybody. She's not even taking care of herself. So, that's my opinion on it. But I also don't feel like you need to burden yourself with that. You have to do what you have to do for yourself. If you are going to college and getting your education and playing football, you need to do what you have to do so that you can make sure that you are financially secure in your future so that you can take care of your sisters. You're getting older and there's one in the 6th grade. By the time you graduate from college and, you may have money, you may be in the NFL, whatever your situation may be, you may have the opportunity to adopt your sister if you have to. You know what I mean? I don't want you to be down on yourself, because everything happens for a reason, and you have to take care of yourself so that you can take care of your siblings. If you don't have anything to give them, then you can't change their situation as much. You feel me? So I feel like you should just reassure them that you love them, that you're there for them, that there is something outside of their environment, and that you will one day be able to show them more of life than the things that they've been through. You just have to be their encouragement, and you have to remind yourself to encourage yourself, because you have people to fight for. You know what I mean? So I love you for the letter. I appreciate the story. I appreciate the type of person you are, and I'm just happy that you wrote me. So I hope that I didn't reach you too late. I hope that, you're feeling okay. I'll be praying for you, dear. And yeah, Antonio, man, you a stand-up guy. Stand-up guy. A girl who moved from New York. She was living with her father in New York, and they were having some issues. She had a boyfriend back there that was a cheating ass son of a bitch. So she left, New York to go to Miami, and she was living with her mom. Well, her mom's best friend has a son. They've been knowing each other for a while. They were friends. He had a woman that he was with prior to them two getting together, because eventually they got together. This chick left him because she felt as if he was moving too fast. He was trying to make her baby moms. He was trying to make her wifey. He was trying to make her move into his new house. Well, she didn't want to do that, so she broke up with him. Well, they get together. After 2 months, I think she said 2 months, she got pregnant. And, she goes shopping one day with her mom and her boyfriend's mom. And when she comes home, he laid up in the bed with this bitch. And this bitch is the one that left him. So, she takes off her shoes and she just walks out, because she's pregnant, and don't nobody want to kill nobody when they're pregnant, okay? Nobody want to be up in the penitentiary when they pregnant. That ain't what's up, okay? So she leaves. Well, of course, she told the mama about it, and his mother made him apologize to her. He even was crying to her and everything. Okay, that's all well and good. Here are the issues to why she doesn't want to go back to him. For one, he has a 5-year-old son who he treats like shit. She has fear that he will treat their child like shit. That's one. Number two, I feel like if a man was trying to do all of that stuff for a woman, and he gonna go back and sleep with her, even though he's supposed to have moved on and started that family that he wanted with her, with you, it's not the family that he wanted. It's the woman that he wanted. See, men trap women just like women trap men. A man will get a bitch pregnant accidentally just so he can have her in his life all the time if he want to keep hold on her, just like a woman will do to a man. That's not just a woman thing to be trying to trap people, okay? Men do that all the time. And to me, it sounds like he was trying to trap her, and now you done got pregnant. But to me, I don't think he's a good guy. I know you say he's a good guy, but somebody that's not taking care of their responsibilities and not taking care of their son, I'm sorry, I can't think of them as a good guy. I feel like that's one of the things that will make the difference for even after you die. If you have done your job and raised your children well, they will continue to go on and raise their children well. If you've instilled the right things in them, God willing, your line keeps going on, your children will have benefited from what you taught your children and what they teach their children. That is the only way I feel like people really live forever, in a sense that their seed and the truth and the love that they spread got to people, and those people spread it to other people. That's what's important. So for me, for him to not take care of the child he already has, trying to make one with another bitch, then made one with you, but gonna lay up with her, he has no respect. He just wants to be fucking and having bitches everywhere, having babies everywhere. I don't like it. I don't think you should be with him. I think you should just go ahead and take care of your child and do what you got to do to get out on your own 2 feet so you can take care of your baby and be that for your baby. But I don't think you should be relying on him for a relationship or to be a good father, because to me, if he's doing it wrong with the first child, he'll be doing it wrong with your child. I'm just saying. And he already done cheated on you. Girl, you need to pack your duffel bag and get the-fucked. I'm not for that. I don't trust him at all. And I don't think that's a good situation. So I think that you should leave. But anyway, that's all the letters for this MF'N advice video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you want to know how I did my hair today, this is from a wash and go that I did. I'm gonna post the video link down below in the description box, along with my Instagram and Twitter, and my Facebook, if you are not already following me. So I suggest you go ahead and do that if you want to see more of this fabulousness. I just polished my nails. What y'all think? Coral. I love coral. It looks good on me, right? Anyway, I love you guys. I'm so happy to be back doing videos. I'm enjoying doing videos, and I hope to talk to you guys later. So everybody have a beautiful night. Have a beautiful weekend. Deuces.